Shalom. I want to begin first and foremost, giving all praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jehovah and Jesus. The real name of the Father being Yahweh, meaning He exists. The real name of the Son being Yahweh Shai, meaning He delivers. I want to give all praises in the ancient Hebrew tongue while facing the east towards Jerusalem. Call halal, la, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, the water, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, or the descendants of the slaves identified as the so-called African Americans, so-called Hispanics, Latinos, so-called Native Americans. My name is Maka'ala, and today I want to talk about famine of the word. Amos 8 verse 11, Behold, the days come, saith Adonai Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. This is talking about a future prophecy where the Lord is going to basically remove his prophets from the streets. All right, you won't be able to hear the true word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The prophets are going to be nowhere to be found. All right, because we're the only ones that got that living water. We're the only ones that got that bread. Lord willing, I'm a prophet. All right, Lord willing. People are going to be looking for oh, where are those men with the funny robes and where they at? I don't see them anymore. All right, and they're gonna be looking for us because the situation is gonna get real ugly out there, man. And then they're gonna know that a prophet was among them. All right, pursuant to Ezekiel 33. All right, ending. All right, this is from the official White House website. All right, whitehouse.gov. Ending crime and disorder on America's streets. All right, this is an executive order by DJT. And it's mostly aimed at getting rid of the homelessness crisis in America, right? Trying to do something about it because it's out of control, man. All right, I remember growing up in America in the 90s when I was, a young child, and I don't really remember seeing like that many homeless people like that, probably probably one or two. But if you go on YouTube, I mean, since I haven't been in the States in years, if you go on YouTube and you look up, walking tours, you know, just put city, name of the city, and then walking tour, and you'll get like a video of somebody walking around cities around the world. Right, but hey, put one for Los Angeles, man, or San Francisco, man. You're gonna see how much it has fallen into decay. All right, it's nothing but homeless camps lining up the sidewalks. It's ridiculous, man. So I understand why they're trying to do that, but I understand why Trump wants to do that. But you know, this part right here is interesting. Section 3, Article 2, enforce prohibitions on urban camping and loitering. All right, loitering. So I went and asked Google AI this question here. Would street preaching be considered loitering in any jurisdictions? It said in some jurisdictions, street preaching could potentially be considered loitering, but it depends on the specific laws and how they are applied. While street preaching is generally protected as free speech, it can be restricted if it obstructs public passage, causes a disturbance, or violates noise ordinances. So loitering laws typically prohibit remaining in a public place for an extended period without a legitimate purpose. And you know Esau, man. All right. Revelation 13, verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And two horns is talking about the Democrats and the Republicans. Right? And right now the Republicans are speaking like a dragon. All right. Draconian measures, draconian legislature. All right. They're coming up. Basically, those are laws that are unjust when you think about it. All right. I asked this AI, would street preaching be affected by this executive order? The executive order titled Ending Crime and Disorders on American Streets, issued on July 24th, 2025, focuses primarily on addressing homelessness linked with drug addiction and mental health conditions through civil commitment and increased enforcement against illicit drug use, urban camping, loitering. Okay, there you go, loitering, squatting, and threats to public safety. It emphasizes shifting homeless individuals into treatment or institutional settings, enforcing public safety laws, and redirecting federal homelessness assistance away from housing first policies towards more accountability, treatment, and recovery programs. All right, skipping down here, because street preaching often occurs in public spaces where loitering or congregation might be regulated. If local enforcement rigorously applies prohibitions on loitering or similar ordinances under this order, street preachers might be affected indirectly, particularly if they are perceived as violating those laws, or if they operate in areas targeted for encampment removal or vagrancy enforcement. So basically, they can apply it if they feel like it, all right? Because you know America has laws that are not really enforced. You know, they have some laws that are not enforced, like jaywalking. That's technically illegal in a lot of places, but the cops really don't stop nobody from crossing the street outside of a crosswalk. Okay, so they can pick and choose what they want to enforce. All right, and even if they try to enforce something, they could do it in a wrong way, man. All right, they're not perfect. All right, just look at ICE and their track record. Right, just recently read another story today of this 18-year-old U.S. Citizen. All right, a Northern Kingdom. He got detained by the cops. All right, his car got detained, and right, they took him in, man. All right, despite being a citizen, and then just because he said something to the cops about how they were treating the other passengers, just because he said something, he didn't even like raise his voice or nothing. Is Didn't even resist arrest or nothing. They gave him an obstruction of justice charge, man. Right? Esau is the devil. All right? They got now you got to do community service. It's ridiculous, man. I'm gonna end it with this Isaiah 10 verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, that they may rob the fatherless. And what will you do in the day of visitation, and in the desolation which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help, and where will you leave your glory? All right. Those are some unrighteous decrees. All right. Those are draconian laws, right? Draconian legislation. Because who knows what they could do to these people, man? They pick them up. I mean, talking about the homeless, all right? They could pick them up, detain them, supposedly for mental health reasons, and then they could do whatever they want with them, man. You know, the U.S. government has a horrible track record of doing things to citizens against their will. All right, and this part right there, to turn aside the needy from judgment. All right, that's them stopping the elect, Salakia, stopping the nation, stopping our nation from being able to hear the word, right, and take away the right from the poor of my people. Right, that's talking about Jake, man. Right, they are they're taking this. This is going to be inevitable, all right, and this is not just America. This is going to be like a worldwide thing. They're gonna There's gonna come a time, man, where you won't be able to preach in public, all right? The Lord is not gonna have us in the streets forever, man. All right. Situation is gonna get dire. Okay. All right. You have some of those draconian laws in the UK where you can't pray in some public areas. All right. I made a video about that a while back. So they're inching slowly, man. All right. They're moving that Overton window. They're inching slowly towards just basically banning the Bible, not allowing anything to do with the Bible, man. All right, and these Jakes, man, when they start catching hell, they're gonna be looking for the elect, man. But they're not gonna find this. All right, Lord willing, I'm part of the elect. All right, they're not gonna find the man of the Lord. All right, Lord willing, I'm a man of the Lord. So they're all gonna be asked out. All right, not just America, man. This could go worldwide. All right, because whatever America does, a lot of countries like to copy it. All right, so they see America doing that. All right, don't be surprised you see some other countries start implementing it as well. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope the video was edifying. Shalom.